like that.
100%. Tucked.
Okay. All right. I'm here today to speak to you about the importance of preserving the allocation of funds for music education in Colorado public schools. On July 2nd, CBS News Colorado reported that President Trump had frozen $6 billion worth of federal grants intended for public school use. Colorado, which already ranks 39th in public school spending, could lose up to $70 million in funds. This would affect, amongst other programs, Title IV-A activities such as arts and music. And on top of that, music departments in Colorado are already incredibly underfunded. As someone who played in my school orchestra from 4th grade to when I graduated high school, I can attest to this. A lack of usable musical instruments and constant student fundraising was the norm. And if this funding is cut any further, I fear that they will be eliminated completely. That is why I've come here today to try to convince you of the value of music education, why we must protect it, and the steps that we can take to ensure that it does not get cut from school curriculums. So first of all, I would like to further paint a picture of the precarious position that music education holds within the Colorado school system. According to the Arts Education Partnership, Colorado is one of 23 states to not consider the arts as a core academic subject, which means it is not given the same support, assistance, or funding as other departments in public schools. Furthermore, it is one of 4 states to not have institutional guidelines at any level of education regarding the arts, which means that schools are not required to provide arts or music classes to stay accredited with their state school board. This is also not just a Colorado issue. As Captain Contributor Daniel Gregory has noted, since the No Child Left Behind Act and Common Core Standards Act were enacted, which allocated funds to public school districts based upon standardized test scores, music in general has fallen to the wayside in public education. So if the federal government or the state government do not care about music education, why should I? The fact of the matter is that these music classes provide innumerable benefits to students both in and outside of the classroom. According to data compiled from the College Board by Americans for the Arts, students that took 4 years of music classes in high school scored on average 92 points higher than their non-musical peers. These benefits apply to not just standardized tests, but academic success in general. The Save the Music Foundation ran a 5-year program in Newark, New Jersey, where they increased the availability of music classes from 53 to 98% of the student population. As a result of this program, 68% of teachers noted marked academic improvement, and 94% also noted improved emotional and social skills among their student body. It also led to a 5.9 decrease in chronic absenteeism in only the first year of music classes being offered, and a further decrease of 2.5% the following year. And these skills, the benefits of music classes, don't apply to just school. The Journal of Research in Music Education did an analysis of 1,100 student essays who were enrolled in music classes and found that the biggest benefit these students saw from music classes was self-discipline and the ability to maintain concentration over long periods of time. So if music is so important and beneficial to the well-being of students, and it is facing elimination, what can be done to prevent this? Make sure I'm on the right slide. I suggest forming a petition that would designate the arts as a core academic subject. This would ensure that music classes do not get cut from school curriculums and would receive the same level of funding and support as other academic departments. Once this petition reaches 1,500 signatures, which is the minimum amount required for a petition to be considered by the Colorado General Assembly, we would have to find a sponsor, who I would suggest to be Stephen Fenberg, who is both the president of he's the president of the Colorado State Legislature. So he has quite possibly the greatest influence in our state government, and he also has a history of passing education, the improvement of education funds. He passed those bills. This is terrible. Okay. All right. So at this point, I hope I have convinced you of the importance of music education in our schools, that it is in immediate danger of disappearing, but that something can be done about it. Because music is not just a hobby, it helps us grow. It teaches us discipline, to be self-reliant and persevere, whether we're practicing the cello, studying for a math test, or pursuing a career. And when you leave today, I hope that you remember the urgency of the situation. These departments could be gone before we even realize it. Thank you. All right, we're turning that in.